Hi, everyone. Imagine that you weigh nearly 300 pounds. You are unhappy with your life. You have little confidence in yourself. And deep down, you feel like a failure. Now imagine that in just a few years, you completely transform your life. You lose more than 100 pounds. You become a Navy SEAL, one of the toughest military forces in the world. You run some of the most difficult ultramarathons ever created. And you become known as one of the toughest people on the planet. Sounds impossible? Well, this is not fiction. This is the true story of David Goggins. In his best-selling book, Can't Hurt Me, Goggins shares the lessons that helped him overcome fear, pain, failure, and self-doubt. More importantly, he explains how ordinary people can push beyond their limits and achieve far more than they ever thought possible. Today, we're going to explore the powerful ideas behind this incredible book and discover why millions of readers have been inspired by David Goggins' story. Let's begin. Hello, and welcome to English with Books, the channel where you can improve your English through some of the world's most popular books. Our videos are designed for English learners, and each lesson is adapted to a specific level. Today's lesson is designed for intermediate English learners, specifically those at the B1 and B2 levels. So, if you want to improve your listening skills, learn useful vocabulary, and discover powerful ideas at the same time, you are in the right place. Today, we are talking about Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Let's begin. Section 1. Who is David Goggins? Now that we know a little about David Goggins' incredible transformation, let's understand why his ideas have inspired millions of people around the world. David Goggins is not a scientist or a university professor. Instead, he is someone who tested his ideas in real life. He pushed himself through extreme physical and mental challenges. He became a Navy SEAL, completed some of the world's toughest endurance races, and built a reputation for extraordinary mental toughness. What makes Goggins different is that he does not claim to be naturally talented. In fact, he often describes himself as an ordinary person who decided to stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for his life. That is why so many readers connect with his message. His story shows that personal growth is not reserved for a special group of people. It is available to anyone who is willing to work hard, face discomfort, and keep moving forward. And that is exactly what this book is about. Let's explore its most powerful lessons. Section 2. What is Can't Hurt Me about? In the book, David Goggins shares the challenges he faced throughout his life and the lessons he learned while overcoming them. The main message of the book is simple. Most people greatly underestimate their potential. We often believe we have reached our limit, but according to Goggins, we usually stop long before reaching our true capabilities. The book encourages readers to embrace discomfort, develop mental toughness, and take responsibility for their lives. Rather than avoiding challenges, Goggins believes we should use them to become stronger. Section 3. The 40% Rule. One of the most famous ideas in the book is the 40% rule. According to David Goggins, when we think we are completely exhausted, we are often only operating at about 40% of our potential. In other words, we usually have much more strength, energy, and determination than we realize. Imagine running a difficult race. Your mind may tell you to stop. It may tell you that you are tired, but often your body is capable of continuing. The same idea applies to many situations in life. When studying, when working, when learning a new skill, when facing a difficult challenge, the mind often gives up before the body truly reaches its limit. Goggins encourages readers to push a little further when they feel like quitting. That is where growth begins. Section 4. Callousing the Mind. Most people understand how physical calluses work. When your hands experience repeated friction, they become stronger. Over time, they become more resistant. David Goggins believes the mind works in a similar way. Every time you face discomfort, you build mental strength. Every time you do something difficult, your mind becomes stronger. Many people avoid difficult situations because they feel uncomfortable. But Goggins argues that discomfort is actually necessary for growth. The more challenges you face, the more confident and resilient you become. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Section 5. Taking complete responsibility. Another important lesson from the book is personal responsibility. Many people blame circumstances, bad luck, or other people for their problems. David Goggins encourages readers to be brutally honest with themselves. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he suggests asking, "What can I do to improve this situation?" This mindset gives people power. When you take responsibility for your actions, you gain control over your future. You may not control everything that happens in life, but you can control how you respond. According to Goggins, that makes a huge difference. Section 6. The accountability mirror. One practical technique discussed in the book is the accountability mirror. The idea is simple. Stand in front of a mirror and tell yourself the truth. No excuses, no lies, no pretending. Be honest about your weaknesses. Be honest about your goals. Be honest about the work you still need to do. Many people avoid uncomfortable truths. Goggins believes that facing reality is the first step toward improvement. Only when we accept where we are can we begin moving toward where we want to be. Section 7. Never stop growing. Throughout the book, David Goggins emphasizes continuous self-improvement. He believes that growth should never stop. No matter how successful you become, there is always room to improve. Many people achieve one goal and become comfortable. Goggins encourages readers to continue challenging themselves. Continue learning. Continue improving. Continue growing. The goal is not perfection. The goal is becoming better than you were yesterday. Even small improvements matter. Section 8. Key lessons from Can't Hurt Me. Let's review the most important lessons from the book. Most people use only a fraction of their true potential. The mind often gives up before the body does. Growth happens when we embrace discomfort. Mental toughness can be developed through practice. Take complete responsibility for your life. Be honest with yourself. Never stop improving. And remember that your limits are often much further away than you think. Section 9. Vocabulary Review. Let's review some useful vocabulary from today's lesson. Potential, the ability to develop or achieve something in the future. Discipline, the ability to continue doing something even when it is difficult. Resilience, the ability to recover from challenges and difficulties. Comfort zone, a situation where you feel safe and comfortable. Accountability, accepting responsibility for your actions. Mindset, the way you think about situations and challenges. Determination, the decision to continue despite difficulties. These words are useful in both everyday English and personal development discussions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. At English with Books, we explore some of the world's most popular and influential books using clear English designed specifically for English learners. Our goal is to help you improve your listening skills, expand your vocabulary, and discover powerful ideas from great books at the same time. Each video is adapted to a specific English level, making learning both effective and enjoyable. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which lesson from Can't Hurt Me inspired you the most? And what challenge would you like to overcome in your own life? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next book summary on English with Books.